Well, now that what's happening with the World Shemans and Foul Shot reporting on the Bamboos Again News Network. I wasn't gonna make a video today. First day back to work. Much to do about nothing. Everybody was happy to see me. Happy I didn't get tricked out my spot or my pivot based on the perception of the potential of things happening. That I had myself to control. I just didn't want to do that because I was tempted to operate out of my flesh, right? But that ain't what I want to talk about. All is well on the home front, right? So there's new news coming out about Trump, emails coming about him being on Epstein Island. And this is just my humble belief. If you're of any level of enlightenment, this news shouldn't be news to you. And the people that are, whoever did it, I haven't gotten into any kind of, content in reference to this, but just a snap reaction. The people who leaked it were there too. Just like I talked about last video about me going after or exposing certain things, right? And then come to discover the people I'm exposing it to are either contributing to it or in on it. Everybody, I'm of this belief, and the veteran guy that I work with periodically confirmed this, that everybody you see on TV was either one at Epstein Island, or if they're not to that level, somebody done butt broke them. Why would Satan give any earthly being a pass that he require everybody else to do? You know what I mean? I would like to believe it's more of a distraction. And the distractions have to get more egregious and shocking, right, to chime you in. Just like I predicted, let's say next summer roll around, however that look, women will probably be one step away from being butt naked because they have to keep you chimed in. It's almost like you ever spray Raid on like an ant or a tick or a roach or something, and it worked maybe the first summer you do it, but after a couple summers, they build up a resistance to it. So, we're in a space where the novelty of things or the honeymoon phase is quickly fading, and then they have to keep going up in bizarro world to get your attention, because now everybody, well, not everybody, but BBLs are normalized now. So now it has to be the super exaggerated BBL or less clothing. Or I seen the woman, what's her name, Karen Stephan, saying, you should marry a slut for lack of a better term. And then making this articulation about if you want, it's better off to marry a slut. And technically, let's say you're in Babylon, she might actually be right in a wrong way, because it seems like most Babylonian people, characteristic of that is sexual promiscuity. So if you're going to marry somebody from here who has that mindset and value system, you can't not pick one by default. So hide this news. But again, these people are just saying the most egregious stuff. People are tethering and flip-flopping depending on which day of the week it is. But here's my thing, right? Okay, they open the government up. Okay, now Trump come out with these emails. What are they doing behind the scenes, yo? What are they getting us to look over here for so they can pull the move over here? You feel me? I believe we're on deck at some point they're putting it in our psyche about a potential alien invasion, whatever that mean and or look like. I believe we're on deck for some level, and we've seen little glimpses of it, some level of banking cyber attack. I believe, we see the devaluation of the dollar and whatnot. But from my readings, it's one of those things where you'll wake up one morning and the banks are closed, or they say they'll probably do it on a Friday and then run you through the week, and then Monday morning, like your money will be gone or be worthless or da-da-da, you know what I mean? Who's knows when that will take place? This is all like rolling the dice about which, piece of the agenda is the adversary going to use to roll his ultimate goal forward, which is a totalitarian technocracy where everything is tracked and traced, and you're in some type of snitch culture and you can't trust nobody. It's almost like that now. But I don't deem this to be news. I just made a video yesterday about the power dynamic, the power dynamic in sexuality in people in leadership. We all know. Yeah, what's that? The Wolf of Wall Street, where they have those coke-induced orgies and all that. Again, the higher you go up in anything, not only is it more wicked, but but the sexual proclivities become more bizarre to common folk or just regular folk who You might, I don't know, after the club behind the building or something like that, they getting off on the pyre. They tying people up, or they're making people, or humiliating them and whatnot, and do it like Puff Daddy and woo 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 woo. What else would you expect in Roman society 2.0? The only difference between this place and Rome is America got Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? So no, this is like finding out, I don't know, Nero had sex with his general's wife. They were all, you know what I'm saying? And then here's into reprobatedness, right? If that's a word, or I pronounce that correctly. Once you cross a certain threshold, there's no coming back. Anything, like, you become beast-like. You know what I'm saying? There's no critical thought. And if there is, you have no ability or self-control, which is a fruit of the spirit, to stop yourself, even if you know this might lead to some detriment later on down the pike. No different than me and my issue with, substance abuse issues. I already know after I use, I'm going to be homeless, and still do it anyway because I lack the discipline and self-control to not yield to my flesh. It's no different. It's the same principle. It's just more egregious. But let's be honest. Let's say, and we've seen this happen where, let's say, use drugs, then you're doing things you ain't supposed to do. Now to get the drugs, you're doing things you wouldn't normally do. And then where does it end? Unless you surrender to the Most High. And on that note, just a little quick jump. All is well. Y'all stay up out here. Ooh,